I hate to lead the show off with something that's so damn negative. I didn't want to do it. I woke up this morning thinking, you know what? I'm going to have the greatest Tuesday in the history of Tuesdays.
Hell yeah.
Now, it might be impossible because this is not a particular Aaron Rodgers Tuesday, and during the regular season, there's Aaron Rodgers Tuesdays, but I was obviously going, aside from Aaron Rodgers Tuesdays, this Tuesday was going to be the greatest Tuesday of all time. Felt like the weather was good. There was a little bit of fog, actually.
Yeah.
Felt a little gloomy, doomy, but that means the sun wasn't pounding me right in my face for some bit. I mean, I was enjoying my Tuesday. Had a nice Gatorade Zero to start the day. Let me go ahead and hydrate. Had a nice boxing match in the endurance mode, two of them actually, and the Oculus knocked a couple people out. Took a great shit. Had an incredible shower. Got a chance to kiss my wife, had a beautiful kiss, hopped in the car, drove. There was no traffic, hit every green light.
Oh, come on.
That's the type of Tuesday I was having. I was excited to go on and continue to have a great Tuesday, and then bad news dropped into my timeline.
Oh, no.
It is with heavy hearts that we announce that the Tim Tebow tight end era in Jacksonville is over.
No!
We could have never seen this coming. Whenever we saw the initial photos of him in the Jacksonville Jaguar uniform, walking out with his gloves in practice, we saw a guy whose biceps looked bigger than anybody else in the NFL. When Urban Meyer was talking about the workouts and the tryouts that Tebow had with the Jacksonville Jaguars, he said from the first workout, they told him to work on some things. By the second one and third one, he was unbelievable. We had to sign him.
Yeah.
Urban said he wasn't even there, even though they're neighbors down in Jacksonville and Duval County. He said he didn't even see him, but he's excited to get him into the building and start to work. Everybody on the internet said, Tim Tebow is taking somebody's roster spot that deserves it. Somebody that's been working their ass off to play tight end to hopefully one day reach the NFL. Timmy Tebow, although he made Urban Meyer probably hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. Okay? Now, I'm not just talking about the contracts, all of them that he has signed, but also business ventures he's probably gotten into since the success that he had. And Tim Tebow, you remember, he gave you will not see another team do anything better than we would do it. And then they won the national championship and Urban Meyer's thing, and then he had a heart thing, then he retired thing, and then he did the thing, and now he's doing the thing. He's done a lot of things because Tim Tebow gave a speech down in Florida and somehow rallied that Gators team that hindsight, looking back on it, how did everybody get on the same page in that locker room? We will never know. We will never know. But Tim Tebow was able to do it. Urban throws him a life thing. What is that? Preserver. Yeah.
Sure.
Lifeline. And says, hey, baseball didn't work out exactly how you envisioned it. You had a dream. If you want to come play tight end and you can prove to the coaches that you can get better at this position, you're going to give everything you got while we're trying to rebuild a culture. You're the perfect guy to come in here. Urban hires him. People get mad. Then we start seeing drills. Tim Tebow didn't look that bad. Couple catches. Trevor Lawrence is connected with him. The blocks seems like he's learning. He's starting to press his feet and the hands. He's like, oh, my God, is Tim Tebow going to figure out how to play tight end? Everybody wanted to shit on Tim Tebow. Hey, this ain't quarterback, Tim. This ain't minor league baseball with hot tubs in the outfield and sold-out ballparks watching you go 1 for 3 on a night with a dinger.
Of course.
Every night you stepped into a...
Far and few between.
What's that?
Whoa.
I saw it on the internet. He hit bombs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he hit absolute bombs.
You could catch a fly ball, too.
But if you want to come back into the football world, there's been basketball players that have been able to transition into tight end. We think you'll be able to do the same. The internet, once again, said, nah, this guy stinks. Then we had the first preseason game, and there was a couple videos that went viral, and they were not for good reasons. He did look bad. He did miss a block, even though it was a tough one. Then he got shedded without even like a pop. He just kind of shedded him, looked like he was off balance. I wonder if Tebow went into Urban's office the next day and said, a lot different than I thought it was going to be. A lot different than I thought it was going to be. And he gets released from the Jaguars this morning. It is the end of an era down in Jacksonville, an era that they were potentially going to sell a lot more tickets because Tebow was on the team, a lot more jerseys, a lot more merch. Pep rallies were probably going to happen twice a week with Tim Tebow going around Jacksonville, his home city. He will no longer be a tight end for the Jacksonville Jaguars. But as he put it, as he always does, Romans 8:28 says, God does everything for good. This will be for the good. Tim Tebow, I don't know if that's the last time we'll ever see you in pads or whatever, but hey, thanks for everything you did for football.
Thank you, Tim. Overrun, Tim.
Thank you for everything you did. for football, Tim. I mean, you were on ESPN every single day. I was in college while I was playing football with maybe the most underrated, electrifying football player of all time, and Pat White, and then Steve Slayton and them. And you were on TV every single night. And then I went down to an awards show, and we had a certain set of rules, and you had to do everything at that thing. So you were doing something else. Tim Tebow was put in a spotlight because Tim Tebow was a polarizing figure. Tim Tebow represented how a lot of people feel. Tim Tebow also represented what a lot of people hate. I think Tim has always been Tim, though, which I think we should all respect. I have no idea what he'll do next. I follow along on Instagram. I think he has a church already.
Wow.
Really?
I see him speaking a lot. He always is dressed really cool.
Yeah.
Like really cool. There's always well lit, because these new churches always have like real cool lights.
Oh, yeah.
Spotlights.
State of the art.
Yeah, and
the whole
it's like
thing.
it's not like your Sunday best anymore. It's like, hey, you're going to wear a Henley.
Yeah, athletic fit.
Athletic fit. Yeah, there's a couple of these guys I follow along that I'm friends with from way back. They got the good genes, they work out, and then they're letting us know what the Lord is saying and things, and then motivational, and then keep it moving. I assume Tim will get into that, modeling, probably acting. I mean, the guy's unbelievable, but he is not a tight end, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's a real shame. It really is, because I was looking forward to seeing Tim, lace up the cleats this season, and I'm sure he'll go right back to ESPN, and as the SEC's getting bigger, I'm sure he's going to get a nice little chunk of that.
Yeah,
and that'll,
because
that'll kind of be his breadwinner. But I'll tell you
they
what,
have the SEC network.
They
He'll
do.
probably be.
And I think even last year when he wasn't playing baseball, he was doing a lot of like the daily grind on on the SEC network. But ultimately, the people I feel really bad for, you mentioned them, are those sorry saps who paid like $180 for a Tim Tebow jersey, and now what are you going to do with it?
200 some bucks. I think.
$250 maybe.
I think those good ones that are kind
The
of
tackle twill ones.
With
the
delivery.
ones with they're fully etched, stitched
on
in
there. Oh, yeah.
Straight from the equipment manager.
Yeah.
Right to your door, NFLshop.com. Here's $700 jersey. It'll be worth it.
Yeah.
A lot of merch moved out of NFLshop.com, by the way. We always talk about, we talked about the $100 million more dollars at the end of last year than at the beginning of last year for
Right.
the Green Bay Packers. The way they itemized where they made their money from was hilarious. Like in America, on the internet.
Yeah, other ventures.
Other stuff. I wonder where NFL Shop falls in there, because, if you can move a lot of merch, allegedly you make money off of it. Now, I think I saw like 0.04 cents per jersey that was sold or whatever.
Nice.
But Tim Tebow was top 5, I think, in merch sales there for a couple
He
of
had
days.
3 of them in the top 5, I think.
He's dead now.
Cover of the website, but hey, we cannot rule out Easterby and the Texans going to get Tebow. Are we serious?
Yeah.
His career's not over yet.
Can you go back to his tweets to see if we get a hint that he's retiring forever, or if thank you to the Jaguars organization and everyone who has supported me in this journey, and we know that God works all things together for good. Romans 8:28.
Boom. Put him in a Texan jersey now.
We don't know this because we're not as deep in the church community as we should be, but I think Romans 8:28, if I had to guess, Jack Easterby's favorite
Yeah. Bible verse.
Oh, yeah.
verse.
Yep.
Or there's verses.
Yeah, you can say
chapters.
Psalms.
Psalms, there's songs.
Yeah, those are in there.
There's a whole thing. That's his favorite verse. So maybe Tim Tebow is laying down the groundwork to get down to the Jack Easterby Texans. I'm not 100% sure, but I, for one, am bummed that the Tebow experiment did not work out down there in Jacksonville. That many years away from football, everybody said it was going to be a long road. I said, if anybody could do it, guess Romans 6:24 says Tim Tebow could make that happen, and I'm pulling for him. We all are pulling for him, and I'm going to take it on the shins, I think, as I already have.
What?
Because,
Why?
well, we were one of the only ones that said, hey, can we give Tebow a
him a
fucking
chance.
shot here?
Yeah.
There's 90 people. He's taking somebody's spot. It's like there's a lot of people taking somebody's spot on a lot of these teams. All right? This is the way the world works. Hate to break it to you. It's not always going to be the best 90 football players on earth on each team. I wish it was, hey, we're going to fight for it, but that's just not reality. Kahn family and Urban Meyer directly profiting off of bringing in a Jacksonville guy, hero, idol, icon to join the Jacksonville Jaguars was sound business. Sound business move.
Very much so. Don't you think, even if he does the ESPN stuff, he's still going to have some sort of role with the Jaguars, I would imagine, going
What
forward.
if he's jumping off the fucking lights with Jackson DeVille before games?
Mascot?
What if Tim Tebow is the mascot alongside Jackson DeVille? Wow. Hey, that mascot.
Something to think about.
That mascot plays no games down there.
None.
They need to market that mascot a little bit more to the locals. I think they'd start coming out just to see the death-defying stunts that this dude in a furry costume does while losing 30 pounds in the Jacksonville heat. He's bungee jumping off the top of the stadium to bring the ball. It is fucking insane. It's
He
like,
has
what-
the game ball up there?
Yeah, and then he brings it down, he lands and gives it to the ref or whatever. Thank you. And then they get rid of that ball, and then they give me an actual ball to kick. But yeah, he is awesome. I mean, he is incredible. Maybe they'll just win games and sell tickets too. I mean, that's crazy to think.
Sure, maybe they won't. There's a chance that they are not good again, and then next year, hey, they'll figure it out then.
Well, they're gonna have a big hole at tight end.
Yeah.
Massive.
Urban Meyer has since addressed the Tim Tebow situation. This is via Rappaport. Urban Meyer on cutting Tim Tebow. It's tough. We knew it was an uphill battle for Tim, though. Players loved him. Locker room loved him. Same thing. But it was the right thing. Is this the end of the road for Tim in the NFL, professional football? Somebody asked inquisitively. And Urban Meyer goes, I would guess it is. We didn't get that deep with it. Obviously, he's his own man. Elite warrior, elite competitor. He's also 34 years old, 1 year older than Jesus. How do you think he took it? Great. We talked last night, talked again this morning, as I did with the other guys. Urban Meyer says, hey, it was going to be a long road. It was going to be a tough road. And then Troy Aikman came out and put a tweet out. And I was interested to hear this from Troy Aikman, albeit a short tenure. Don't discount the impact Tim Tebow had in helping Urban Meyer with his locker room culture. In knowing the respect Urban has for Tebow, his release sends a message to team that this is business. So Troy Aikman says, hey, Tim Tebow brings Tim Tebow into that locker room as they're trying to build and turn that entire place around. He also gets cut because, hey, even Tim Tebow can get cut by Urban Meyer. That's a great way to look at it from Troy. I think that is how we have covered this entire thing, but also business-wise, he sold a shit ton of merch there. He did not look great in his first preseason game, but he moves on. AJ, your thoughts on the Tim Tebow TE1 reign in Jacksonville?
Well, I knew cuts were coming here, and they had to get down. I thought they may keep him along until final cuts just to give him more opportunities maybe and see if he can progress. But they've seen a lot more than we have in their practices. They know. And what Tim's trying to change positions, play a position that he's never played before and do it while he's 34 years old in the NFL. What is he, 5 years removed from his last football game or something?
Yeah, we had an entire timeline thing that the Dirty Gertie put together, and we appreciate him for that. But yeah, it was...
uphill battle to say the least.
I'd say, yeah. I mean, he did have that touchdown against the Steelers in a playoff.
Yeah, true.
Where he hit that slant. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Demaryius Thomas, very good.
His football run, if this is the end of Tebow's football, if this was him getting some closure on football, whenever he was playing baseball and he was traveling in the back of those, 24 passenger buses playing minor league baseball when he didn't have to at all, by the way. The amount of money he was making off endorsements and TV, he didn't have to do any of that. But he continued to bounce around ballpark to ballpark, hitting dinger after dinger after dinger after dinger in front of the Banana fans down there in Savannah. The Elks fans over there in Centerville. And he just continued because I think he always had that question of, baseball, whatever. And then while he's in there just hitting monster balls, I'm like bombs out of towns that he was playing in. I mean, just murdering hanging curveballs like nobody's
No. He could hit the high fastball. He could not hit the curveball. That was his problem.
Okay, well, I'll just say every time he saw a fastball, he sent that thing out of the county. He had to have thought on those long bus rides. But football, I didn't really get a good ending there. It kind of forced out, bounced around team to team to team. Maybe one last go. Hopefully he got his closure because we appreciate what he brought to football. Thank you, Timmy.
Thank you, Tim.
We appreciate you, Tim. We'll legit. Here's the Tebow timeline. Obviously, high school through there. There's no way I'm reading that again.